So what is karma? To understand it simply, karma is an instrument or the law of creation. It is easily known by understanding cause and effect. Okay? So understand there is a cause, then there is a consequence. Everything is action, reaction. There is a seed and there is a fruit, right? Karma says everything is energy. You are energy also, living in an energetic universe. And everything you think and feel and do is also energetic. You cannot escape this energy. You're part of it. So karma is cause and effect, also known as the law of sowing and reaping. I'm just using different terms, so one of them will click with you. Right? Sowing and reaping. Cause, effect. Cause, consequence. Action, reaction. It's the law of creating by choice, creation by choice. So karma says everything you do in life has a certain consequence. It has a certain effect. It's not empty. Your actions are not empty, right? Everything you do, because life is about doing. This 70, 80 years that we live, which the masters call 2 days of play, is all about doing. You cannot live without doing. You have to do action. You're active human beings, so you have to do. Can't live without doing. So the first view of karma is often about action. Action, right? Whatever you do is karma. So that's where this teaching also has taken on the definition that karma is action. Karma is action, right? So it's a law of action. But let's go into it a little bit deeper. Karma is a Sanskrit word. Now it's become part of the English dictionary also, right? But it's originally a Sanskrit word, karma. And it comes from the root word kri, K-R-I. That's the root of the word karma. So kri means movement. In Sanskrit, kri means movement. Now think about yourself as a human being, all right? Where does movement start in you? Think about your day. You wake up in the morning, and as you wake up, your life starts, right? So what's the first thing that starts to move in you when you start your day? Huh? Thought, correct. The first thing that starts to move in you is thinking, right? Thoughts. So here's where you have to change your definition of karma. Karma is not just action. Karma starts with thoughts. It starts with thinking, because karma is movement. In other words, how you think has already started creating karma. Get it? Now, of course, the talk today is how to develop good karma, so I should show you not just what karma is, but how to develop good karma, right? Now, here's the first thing. Karma is not about action. It is about thought first. If you sit at home all day and don't go out of your house and don't do anything, right? Don't talk to anybody. On that day, you sit alone by yourself in solitary. Are you creating karma? Yes, you are, because your mind is going on. You can't stop from thinking. So your thinking is producing karma already. And here's where it becomes so beautiful. Because if you're with me now, you'll understand. If you want to change your karma, it's very easy. You don't have to go change the world. You don't have to go change others. You don't have to change democracies and nations and communities. No. You know what you have to change? Is your own thinking. And your karma starts to change. How easy is it to change your own thinking? Tell me. How easy is it to change your own thinking? The answer is very simple. It's as easy as you think it is. Because it's thinking, right? It's about thinking. So it's as easy or as difficult as you think it is. Simple. So I want to explain one more lesson to you, right? It's important you watch your thinking. Because if you are a negative thinker, you have become a negative thinker for whatever reason, then you must change it. Because without changing negative thinking, you cannot change the balance of karma in your life. Cannot. Sorry, but it's not allowed. It won't happen. The first thing, change your thinking. Okay? You must shift from negative thinking to positive thinking. You must. And that's where karma starts to change.